You're over 50 eating a low-carb or maybe a carnivore diet, and you think you're eating enough protein, but you still feel tired, weak, or you feel like your body is not changing. That might be because you're not eating enough protein. In this video, I will walk you through why protein becomes even more important as we age, how to figure out your specific protein needs, and how to make it work, even if you're on a low budget or time constraints. So why is protein so important, especially after 50 or after 40? Let's say after 40. After 50, our body goes through real changes. Our hormones changes, our metabolism slows down, and the big one is anabolic resistance. That is when our body becomes less efficient at using protein to build and repair muscle. This is where we become frail as we age. We become very frail as we age. It is that at the age after 50, we begin to lose 1 to 2% of our muscle per year if protein and resistance training is not prioritized. Older adults, we need more protein per meal, not less. Often, around 30 to 40 grams per meal is ideal. Low protein intake leads to fatigue, poor recovery, and weak immune function. That is why just eating a few eggs or a small steak may feel like enough, but your body might actually need double that, especially if you are active, healing, or trying to lose weight. Sometimes we need to eat more, but eat the right food. Now, how do you determine your goals? Here's a simple way to estimate your daily protein needs, especially if you're over 50. So here's a very simple way to work out how much protein you need. Use 1.6 to 2.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So for example, if you weigh around 106 pounds, which is about 72 kg, that's 115 to 160 of protein per day is what you need. Adjust for your situation. Start low, especially if you're not active. If you're active, which is strength training, or you're trying to lose weight or trying to lose fat, you may need to go higher. You might need to go or start 2.2 grams. If you're recovering from an illness, you might need to prioritize protein for healing. For me, I aim for about 130 to about 160 of protein per day, which I spread across my meals. I feel more energized, clear-headed, and stronger. Here are some common reasons why some women will undereat protein. Let's talk about why this is so common, especially for women on low-carb or carnivore diets. I am on the carnivore diet, and I could tell you I have not eaten enough protein on some days. And here are the top reasons: not tracking or measuring. We just eyeball what we're eating. Sometimes, especially at the beginning, there's a need for you to track and measure your protein level. When you eyeball portions, it leads to underestimating or overestimating what you're taking in as protein. Many women think they are doing a carnivore right, but are eating mostly fat, ribeye, butter, with too little lean protein, small appetite, hormone shift, or satiety from fat can blunt hunger cues. A busy life, budgets, cooking fatigue, or grabbing quick meals, skipping or even relying on cheaper low protein options can also be a problem too. So here are some things that you could do to resolve this. Use an app like Fitness Pal. That's what I use anyway. And there are more apps out there. Prioritize high protein cuts. Ground beef, there's 90-10. Chicken thigh, pork chops, canned fish, eggs, egg whites. Prepare ahead. Batch cook your meats or grill multiple portions to reduce time demands. So I go for animal protein. So why I personally focus on animal-based protein? Because it's the most bioavailable and complete protein, meaning your body can use it more efficiently. And animal protein contains all the 9 essential amino acids in optimal ratios. So you have your leucine, which is found in beef, eggs, chicken, and fish. And these are the key for muscle protein synthesis. Animal protein is more nutrient dense. It's rich in B12, iron, zinc, which many women over 50 are low in. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition 2015, older adults who consume more animal protein had better muscle retention and strength. Plant-based proteins are fine for some, but muscle maintenance and energy, especially on low-carb animal protein, is more efficient and satisfying. So the next part is make it work, even if it's challenging. Let's get real. Life isn't perfect. Here's how to make hitting your protein goals possible, even with obstacles. If the challenge is your budget, buy in bulk. You can buy ground beef in bulk, whole chicken, eggs, and canned fish. Mix cheaper cuts with premium ones. Use organs like liver. Eat it once a week to boost your nutrients. Now, if time is the challenge, cooking, you must dedicate at least maybe just a few hours a week to cooking batch. Keep it simple. Go to maybe boiled eggs, burger patty, frozen fish. Use tools like your air fryer, slow cook. Space your meals out 4 to 5 hours apart so you're hungry enough to eat sufficient protein. Protein is non-negotiable after 50, especially if you're on a low-carb diet or on a carnivore diet. It's not just about weight loss. It's about your energy levels. It's about your muscles, your bone health, and feeling strong and alive. You need to track it. You need to prioritize it. You need to make it work for your life, really. If this has helped you, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. I will be sharing more about how I'm navigating nutrition, muscles, and hormones after 50. I'm literally sharing my experience with you, what I'm doing, and how I'm getting on. And please drop a comment below. How much protein are you eating daily? And do you think it's enough? Thank you so much for watching and stopping by. Have a lovely day. God bless you. Bye-bye.